Let me ask you something real. Why are you still there? You know the relationship is bad. You know it's draining you. You know it's destroying your peace, your confidence, and your future. So why are you still staying? Today I'm going to tell you the uncomfortable truth about why good people stay in bad relationships, and more importantly, I'm going to show you exactly how to leave. Because your life is waiting on the other side of that door. If you've been stuck in a relationship that's hurting you and you're ready to finally break free, hit that subscribe button right now. Because what I'm about to share could change everything. Here's what nobody wants to admit. Good people stay in bad relationships longer than bad people do. Why? Because good people have loyalty. They have hope. They have empathy. They believe in second chances. They see potential in people. And toxic people exploit every single one of those qualities. Today, I'm going to break down 7 reasons why good people stay stuck. And then I'm going to give you a clear blueprint for how to leave. Stay with me until the end, because your freedom depends on understanding this. Reason 1. You're confusing loyalty with self-betrayal. Loyalty to someone who's hurting you is betrayal to yourself. You stay because you think it makes you a good person. You think leaving would make you disloyal, ungrateful, or cruel. You've been told that good people stick it out, that good people don't give up on relationships, that good people fight for love. So you stay, you endure, you sacrifice, and you call it loyalty. But it's not loyalty, it's self-betrayal. Real loyalty is mutual. Real loyalty goes both ways. If someone is disrespecting you, manipulating you, draining you, or abusing you, they broke the loyalty contract first. You don't owe loyalty to someone who shows you none. You don't owe commitment to someone who's committed to hurting you. You don't owe your life to someone who's destroying it. Good people struggle with this because they have strong values. They believe in keeping their word. They believe in standing by people. But here's what you need to understand. Those values are beautiful when they're applied to healthy relationships. When they're applied to toxic relationships, they become weapons used against you. Your loyalty becomes your prison. Your commitment becomes your torture. And the person hurting you knows it and uses it. Asterisk, asterisk, actionable step. Asterisk, asterisk. Write this down and read it every day. I am not responsible for staying in a relationship that's destroying me. Loyalty to myself is more important than loyalty to someone who doesn't respect me. Stop calling self-betrayal loyalty. Stop sacrificing yourself for someone who wouldn't do the same for you. Real loyalty includes self-loyalty. Choose yourself. Reason 2. You're hoping they'll change back into who they were. You're not in love with who they are. You're in love with who they used to be, or who you hoped they'd become. This is the trap that keeps so many good people stuck. You remember how they used to be. In the beginning, they were amazing, attentive, kind, loving. They made you feel special, and you're holding on to that memory, hoping that person will come back. If I just love them enough, if I just give them more time, if I just prove I'm worth it, they'll go back to being that person. But here's the truth you need to accept. That person either never really existed, or they're gone. The person you're with now is who they actually are. People show you who they are through patterns, not moments. Anyone can be good for a week. Anyone can apologize after they hurt you. Anyone can promise to change. But patterns don't lie. If the pattern is disrespect, manipulation, neglect, or abuse, that's who they are. And hoping they'll change back into someone they're not anymore is keeping you stuck in a fantasy while your real life wastes away. You're not in a relationship with a person. You're in a relationship with a memory. You're in a relationship with potential. You're in a relationship with hope. And none of those things are real. The only thing that's real is how they treat you right now. Today, this week, this month. And if that treatment is bad, no amount of hoping will change it. Make two lists. List 1. Who they were in the beginning, divided by who I hope they'd be. List 2. Who they actually are right now based on their consistent patterns. Compare those lists. If they're drastically different, you're in love with a fantasy, not a person, and you cannot build a real future with a fantasy. Accept who they are right now, then decide if that's someone you want in your life. Reason 3. You're afraid of being alone. Being alone is not the same as being lonely. And being in a bad relationship is the loneliest place you can be. This is the fear that keeps more people trapped than anything else. What if I can't find someone else? What if I'm meant to be alone? What if this is as good as it gets? So you stay. You tolerate mistreatment because you think it's better than being alone. But let me tell you something. You're already alone. Being with someone who doesn't value you, doesn't respect you, doesn't support you, that's the deepest form of loneliness. At least when you're physically alone, you're not pretending. Good people especially struggle with this because they give so much in relationships. You've invested time. You've invested energy. You've invested emotion. You've built a life around this person. And the thought of starting over feels terrifying. But here's what you're not seeing. You're already alone in this relationship. You're already doing everything by yourself. You're already carrying the emotional weight alone. The only difference is, when you leave, you'll stop pretending that someone is there for you when they're not. And here's the truth nobody tells you. Being alone is powerful. Being alone gives you space to heal. Being alone lets you remember who you are without someone else's dysfunction. Being alone is where you rebuild your self-worth. Being alone is temporary. But staying in a bad relationship? That can steal your entire life. Ask yourself honestly, am I staying because I love this person or because I'm afraid to be alone? We. If the answer is fear, then you're not in a relationship. You're in a prison of your own making. Start building a life for yourself. Reconnect with friends. Pursue hobbies. Invest in yourself. Prove to yourself that you can be okay alone. Because once you know you'll be okay, you'll finally have the courage to leave. Reason 4. They've convinced you it's your fault. Manipulation makes you believe you're the problem. But you're not crazy. You're not too sensitive. You're not overreacting. This is how toxic people keep good people trapped. They flip the script. They make you believe that everything is your fault. You're too needy. You're too emotional. You're too jealous. You're too demanding. If you would just change, everything would be fine. And because you're a good person who wants to improve, you believe them. You start questioning yourself. Maybe I am the problem. Maybe if I try harder, it'll work. But it won't. Because you're not the problem, they are. Toxic people are master manipulators. They gaslight you, making you doubt your own reality. They twist your words. They rewrite history. They make you feel crazy for reacting to their bad behavior. And over time, you lose yourself. You lose your confidence. You lose your sense of reality. You start believing that you're lucky they're even with you, when the truth is the complete opposite. Here's how you know you're being manipulated. You constantly feel like you're walking on eggshells. You're always apologizing. Even when you did nothing wrong, you can't bring up issues without them turning it around on you. You feel crazy for having normal human emotions. If any of that sounds familiar, you're not the problem. You're being manipulated into thinking you are. Start documenting patterns. Write down what happens. Write down what they said. Write down how they made you feel. When you see the pattern in writing, the manipulation becomes clear. You'll see that you're not overreacting. You're reacting normally to abnormal behavior. Trust yourself. Your feelings are valid. Your concerns are real. And you deserve to be heard, not gaslit. Reason 5. You're financially or logistically trapped. Practical barriers are real. but they're not permanent. There's always a way out if you're willing to plan. This is the most practical reason good people stay, and it's valid. You share a lease. You share finances. You have kids together. You rely on their income. You don't know where you'd go. The logistics feel impossible, so you stay. And toxic people often create or exploit these dependencies to keep you trapped. But here's what you need to know. Difficult is not the same as impossible. Yes, leaving is harder when practical barriers exist. But staying in a relationship that's destroying you is harder. The question isn't, is it easy to leave? The question is, what's the cost of staying? What's it costing your mental health? Your peace? Your self-worth? Your future? Your children seeing you in this relationship and thinking that's what love looks like? When you calculate the real cost of staying, leaving becomes not just possible, it becomes necessary. Good people often martyr themselves, thinking they have to stay for the kids or because they can't afford to leave. But you're not helping anyone by staying in dysfunction. You're teaching your kids that mistreatment is acceptable. You're modeling that love means suffering. And you're showing them that their worth is determined by what they're willing to tolerate. That's not the lesson you want to leave them. Make an exit plan. Not someday. Now, research your options. Look into resources, shelters, support groups, legal aid, financial assistance. Talk to friends or family about temporary support. Start saving money secretly if you need to. Document everything if there's abuse. Consult a lawyer about your rights. The plan doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to exist. Because once you have a plan, impossible becomes difficult. And difficult is something you can overcome. Reason 6. You're holding on to sunk cost. Time already spent is not a reason to waste more time. Don't throw good years after bad years. You've been together for 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. You've built a life together, and the thought of throwing all that away feels impossible. I've already invested so much. If I leave now, it was all for nothing. So you stay. You stay because of history. You stay because of time invested. You stay because you think the years you gave should count for something. But here's what you're missing. Those years are already gone. Staying doesn't get them back. Staying just adds more wasted years to the pile. This is called the sunk cost fallacy. It's the same reason people stay in bad jobs, bad investments, bad decisions, because they've already put so much in. But time spent is not a reason to keep spending time. Past investment is not a reason to keep investing. The only question that matters is this relationship good for my future? Not, have I been here a long time? Wes 111. But do I want to be here going forward? Good people especially struggle with this because they value commitment. They believe in seeing things through. But commitment to a toxic relationship is not noble. It's self-destruction. You're not honoring the years you spent together by staying. You're wasting the years you have left. Your past is behind you. Your future is in front of you. Stop looking backward and start looking forward. Ask yourself this question. If I met this person today, knowing everything I know now, would I choose to be with them? If the answer is no, then you're only staying because of history, not because of love or happiness. History is not a good enough reason. Stop letting the past dictate your future. The best time to leave a bad relationship was years ago. The second best time is now. Reason 7. You believe you can't do better? They've convinced you that you're lucky to have them. But the truth is they're lucky to have you and they know it. This is the final trap. They've broken you down so much that you actually believe you can't do better. You believe you're not attractive enough, not smart enough, not worthy enough to find someone else. They've told you directly or indirectly that nobody else would want you, that you should be grateful they're with you. And after hearing it enough, you believed it. But it's a lie. It's a lie designed to keep you trapped. Here's the truth. If you're a good person, loyal, caring, empathetic, hardworking, loving, you are a catch. You are valuable. You are worthy of real love. And the fact that someone convinced you otherwise just shows how manipulative they are. They didn't break you down because you're worthless. They broke you down because they knew that if you realized your worth, you'd leave. And they can't afford to lose you because good people are rare and toxic people need good people to survive. You are capable of better. You are worthy of better. You deserve someone who sees your value, not someone who diminishes it. You deserve someone who builds you up, not tears you down. You deserve someone who's grateful to have you, not someone who makes you feel grateful just to be tolerated. And the moment you truly believe that, you'll walk away. Asterisk, asterisk, actionable step. Asterisk, asterisk. Write down your qualities, your strengths, your value. What would you tell a friend who had your qualities? Would you tell them they don't deserve better? No, you'd tell them they're amazing and they deserve real love. Talk to yourself the way you'd talk to someone you care about. Rebuild your self-worth. Because once you remember who you are, staying in that relationship will become impossible. You now know the 7 reasons why good people stay in bad relationships. Which one hit home for you? Drop a comment. You don't have to share details. Just reason number was me. But I'm choosing differently now. Let's support each other. You're not alone in this. Now let's talk about how to actually leave. Because knowing why you stay isn't enough. You need a plan. Here's your blueprint. Step 1. Accept the reality. Stop hoping they'll change. Stop making excuses. Accept who they are right now. You can't leave until you accept the truth. Step 2. Build your support system. Reach out to friends and family. Tell someone you trust what's happening. You need support. You can't do this alone. Step 3. Make a practical plan. Figure out housing. Figure out finances. Figure out logistics. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to exist. Step 4. Set a date. Not someday, a real date. I'm leaving on date. Having a deadline makes it real. 1. End. 2. .com. Step 5. Execute. And don't look back. When the day comes, leave. Don't let them talk you out of it. Don't let guilt pull you back. Leave. And don't go back. Step 6. Go no contact or minimal contact. They will try to pull you back. They'll apologize. They'll promise to change. They'll say everything you've been waiting to hear. Don't believe it. Block them. Delete them. Remove access. Protect your healing. Step 7. Heal and rebuild. Get therapy. Process what happened. Rebuild your self-worth. Reconnect with yourself. Take your time. You don't need another relationship right away. You need to heal and remember who you are without them. Leaving is hard. Staying is harder. You've been brave enough to survive this relationship. Now be brave enough to leave it. Your life is waiting for you on the other side. Your peace is waiting. Your joy is waiting. Your real love is waiting. But none of it can come into your life until you make space by leaving what's hurting you. You deserve better. You are worthy of better. And better is out there. But you have to walk away from bad to get to good. If this video gave you the clarity or courage you needed, share it with someone who's stuck. Like it, subscribe. And let's build a community of people who choose themselves, protect their peace, and refuse to settle for relationships that destroy them. You are not alone. Let's heal together. Now go. Choose yourself. Leave what's hurting you. And reclaim your life.